The night exhales first, slow and heavy, like an ancient beast waking from centuries of sleep. Koya no koi, yoru ga hiraku. The wilderness speaks, the night unfolds. The air trembles, as if afraid to touch me. I step forward, and the shadows kneel, their heads bowed like disciples awaiting instruction. The ground beneath me beats like a second heart, soft, rhythmic, calling me deeper into its ribcage. The torii gate cracks open by itself, bleeding red moonlight. Koko kara wa kaeru koto wa dekinai. From here, there is no return. Tsuki no uchi, kami no yami. Mizu wa mae ni, kage wa ushiro ni. Moon's blood, God's darkness, water before me, shadow behind me. The ritual begins. The trees lean inward, their branches bending like arthritic arms reaching for warmth. Their bark whispers, each creak a prayer. Bring your heart, let it drown with ours. The wind doesn't blow, it circles me like a priest inspecting a sacrifice. Every gust smells like old incense and forgotten funerals. My fear walks beside me, wrapped in a kimono of black fire. My break becomes fog, fog becomes fingers, fingers become warnings that stroke the back of my neck. Yami o watashi o nomu. The pitch black night swallows me whole. The sky hangs low like it wants to taste my name. Aki no kane, yurete, yurete. Tamashi o sasageyo. The autumn bell sways, shaking, shaking. Offer your soul. The deeper I walk, the more the shadows behave like animals, breathing, pacing, circling. The moon follows me like a curious predator. Each footstep sounds like a drum, calling spirits out of their cages. My spine chills as though someone invisible is tracing every vertebra with a cold fingertip. Darkness doesn't just follow, it learns me. It memorizes my face and is the weight of my silence, the trembling inside my ribs. I can feel it studying me like a monk studies scripture. Kimi wa mo watashi no mono da. You are already mine. Shizuka ni fukaku kokoro no kabe o kuzuse. Quietly, deeply break the walls of your heart. Bells echo in patterns older than language. The shrine appears built from wood that looks like bone. Lanterns glow with blue fire, dancing like spirits fresh from the abyss. I kneel, and the floor post is beneath me, alive, breathing, hungry. My shadow stretches forward as if offering itself for sacrifice. My pulse becomes a drum, my breath becomes incense. My thoughts become paper waterspins, folding themselves into cursed origami. My lungs whisper smoke, my veins hum like temple strings. I am the offering, I am the altar, I am the pyre. Yobirasu, yobirasu, kage no seiyo, kono mi o tabeyo. Summon, summon. Spirits of shadow, devour this body. The room chills, the candles bend away from me as if bowing. A presence enters, not walking, not floating, but seeping through the cracks of reality. Its voice crawls up my spine like black silk. Don't run, it says, but my bones already know there is nowhere to run to. Thoughts crumble like wet paper, time melts like lacquer under flame. Space folds itself like origami, Kratos collapsing. I fall upward into a sky that behaves like water. I breathe in shadows. I exhale memories I never lived. クロスの窓、月夜の底、私を振り返らない場所へ。The window of the cross, the bottom of the moonlit night. Take me to the place I cannot return from. My voice fractures, turning into shards of echo. The void swallows each fragment like a starved-in animal tasting light. My name dissolves first, my breath second, my humanity last. Darkness wears me like a new robe. Yami no ue ni, yami no shita ni, yami no naka de umareta. I left darkness, beneath darkness, within darkness. We're gone. The shrine bows, the moon closes its eyes. The wind seals the gate behind me. I walk forward, footsteps silent, soul unbound, shadow crown. The night whispers. Leo, come closer.
To the shrine with a heart made of ash. Moon sinking low like it's whispering back. Great Kagat slide under my skin, calling my name like a long lost sin. Scissor bells ring like broken memories. Air tastes cold like forgotten tragedies. Cold air, a voice from the void, guiding my steps to the fate I destroyed.
Shadow bends like a dying flame, flickering slow as it murmurs my name.
The ground breathes, yummy war, IGY, and every pulse feels like a ghost embrace. Cut the strings cry in a warped horizon, dripping blood melody from a cracked dimension. Eyes in the dark, blink without fear, watching my soul disappear.
Take me under the shrine floor, where the lost hearts drift and the dead don't mourn. Let the fog kiss my bones like a lover in the storm. Yoruga no mi come, I won't return to door.
Ink black wind cuts through my lungs, carrying chants from faceless tongues. Honey old care and the echoes deep, a warning drowned by the secrets I keep. Red paper chants float like dying fireflies, each one whispering truth no god ever tries. The deeper I go, the slower time bleeds, gravity bending around forbidden creeds. Torii gate melts into night, bleeding neon shadows and pale moonlight. My footsteps stretch, becoming centuries. The path folding in accursed memories. I breathe in dust from ancient bones, swallowed by 1,000 forgotten tones. Every exhale tastes like surrender. Every inhale pulls me back to the center. Take me deeper, deeper than fear, where the silence screams and the void draws near. Let the darkness read me like scripture. Yoro no no loiga, carving its portrait. A woman in white stands beyond the smoke, her silhouette trembling like a half-formed ghost. Her eyes empty lanterns flickering slow, reflecting the graves of the souls below. She sings a lullaby no living should hear, each note carving symbols into my ear. Yorani Ochikyushin hums again, and my heartbeat answers like a cursed refrain.
The shrine cracks open like a mouth of stone, inviting me in like I've always belonged. I fall, but the fall feels still, my soul suspended by a ritual's will. Hands of smoke rise from beneath, wrapping my ribs in a funeral wreath. My voice trembles into the dark, leave me if I must never return to the spark.
The chants grow louder, ancient thunder 影を食べて心を捧げ闇に消える Their words pierce through me Letters of sword and war Showing my destiny
My vision fractures into 7 moons, each one showing a different doom. Me drowning in ink, me burning in snow, me walking through mirrors that don't let go. The sky folds like origami skin, revealing the cavern where rituals begin. I heal as the void swallows my name. We born as a whispering out in eternal flame.
Take me holy, take me under Let the night reshape what I become And my heart be the wind in the shrine You're the no so cold air the curse
The echo hums one final tone, stretching across worlds like a fractured bone. My heart dissolves in the veil with black, maybe fingerprints the light won't take back. I hear the last voice soft as snow. You are ours now, Yami echo. And as the smoke cries to a fading sight, I melt into ritual, into endless night.
The air tastes reckless of moonlight. My shadow twists on its own, as if something inside it wants out. Yami ni kaeru. Return to the dark. The voice whispers from nowhere and everywhere. The Torii gate stands cracked, bleeding red moss like infected wounds. It groans when I step near, as if it remembers everyone who died here. Silence wraps around my throat like a patient noose. My footsteps sound wrong, as if the ground refuses to claim them. Never returning dreams. Shadows consuming, one by one. The trees hang low, their branches bending like broken necks. Every leaf shivers even though the air is still. Something watches me with eyes that never blink. My breath falls out of my mouth like escaping spirits. More than you cannot go back. Fear sits on my shoulder like a raven carved from obsidian. My ribs open and close like temple doors. Breathing too fast, the sky sags downward like a dying priest leaning over me. My shadow crawls ahead of me, hungry, thin, delighted. Musubareru karada mo kokoro mo tamashi mo. Bind the body, bind the heart, bind the soul. The ground pulses under my feet, a heartbeat too slow to belong to anything alive. I smell burned bone, I smell trails derailed. I swell in fear, rising from the soil like steam. My fingers tremble as if someone else is inside them. Darkness steps beside me, wearing my face but with the wrong smile. Its voice sleeps in my ear, cool, venomous, a lullaby for the dead. Kimi wa ore no kage da. You are my shadow now. Oni no ko futete mekute shibute yo. Let the voice of the demon echo forever through the hollow inside me. This mind door cracks open like a jaw breaking. Inside is no room, just a throat of darkness waiting to swallow me whole. The lanterns burn in rivers, flames pulling inward like starved spirits inhaling light. I kneel, but the floor kneels with me. My blood hums, my bones ring like bells. My thoughts crumble like wet talismans. I feel myself becoming incense. I feel myself becoming offering. I feel myself becoming nothing. Sasujiyo, offer it. Better listen me. The shape gathers from every shadow in the room. Arms forming from cold fog, eyes blooming like bruises with exploits. My heartbeat stutters like a drum card from a dying chest. Don't scream, it whispers. Your voice belongs to me. My memories peel away like old paint on shrine wood. My name melts on my tongue, my pulse loses its rhythm as the dark rewires my breath. I choke on visions that are not mine. Teeth made of moonlight, hands made of smoke, a mask smiling without a face behind it. Kurayamiya, fall into the void. Become the void. My shadow detaches from me and crawls up my back, thinner, sharper, wrapping around my throat like a lover or an executioner. It drinks my warmth and I let it. My voice splits, one speaking, one whispering, one begging silently for an ing that never comes. My ribs bloom open like a black flower. The void steps inside me like a patient king entering his throne. Umare kaeru yami no naka de subete o sute, subete o ukedore. Behind me, sealing the night in my lungs. I stand no longer human, no longer loom. The shadows bow. No nails. The darkness whispers, serve. Wind moves like a living thing, crawling across the shrine floor. Susuru snow yoru yami ga sasu. The darkness opens its eyes again. My shadow kneels before me like it remembers what I've forgotten. I walk into the night, and the night walks into me. The cold eats the edges of my thoughts, chewing slow like a patient demon. The moon hangs above, a silver blade pressed against the throat of the sky. Kage, kage, it calls, and my spirit answers like a loyal dog. My heartbeat becomes a drum for ghosts, each thump a footstep deeper into the void.
Darkness wraps around me, not like a cloak, but like a jealous lover pulling me back to bed. The wind exhales in Japanese, Kari Nazai. Come home to the hollow. I breathe, and the air tastes like old prayers rotting under temple stone. Falling deeper, deeper. The void writes my
melt, and the flame obeys. The void becomes an ocean, ink black and slow. I step in and it ripples like it recognizes my bones. Waves crawl up my legs like cold hands, and I let them. I've been drowning long before the water touched me. The current whispers, Koto no mie, to the sea of solitude. Return to the shadow. Return to the shadow. The voice of night summons. The stars melt, dripping like wax onto my skin. Each drop burns a memory free. I see myself, a child made of dust, smiling at a moon that didn't want me. The sky rusts, breaking apart like old armor. My voice bruises the air every time I breathe. Take me deeper, where the demons dream. Let the shrine bells ring. Susuno koe yoru o saku. The ice voice cuts within the night. My scars speak languages my mouth forgot. They tell stories of nights that refuse to end. Shadows gather at my feet like children waiting for their mother. I tell them softly, I'm here. I'm here. But my voice is only smoke. Fear sits on my shoulder, swinging its legs like a bored child. It whispers, I missed you. I whisper back, me too. Black becomes ink, ink becomes scripture, scripture becomes whiskers. Upon our dawn, the demon sun, and I melt the symbols like forbidden fruits. The stars like raised bones to stir my mind. Your voice finds me, soft as a lace kiss. Love comes back, not as I'm known, but as a shadow wearing your shame. It holds my hand with fingers laid of cold fire. SHIN'YAMI, love and darkness. The temple floor cracks, spilling blood like I kneel ever in my bed. The darkness takes it deeply. I seek stardom, dreaming with my heart is
Yoru no kaze calling me back. Cold shrine breathes like it remembers my name. Paper talismans shake, with ink bleeding into the dark, whispering Modore, come back to where you fell. I walk slow, souls wet with forgotten rain. Moon slicing shadows like a quiet blade. Black lanterns sway low, hum like dead gods breathing. My heartbeat sinks with the void. Toku, toku, toku. Like a dying drum under the world, I see your shape, half memory, half curse. Standing behind the gate, eyes pale like drowned stars. Koko ni iru yo, you whisper, and I descend without fighting, because I never learned how to run from you. Your voice threads through the winds, soft like smoke, sharp like winter steel. I feel the Koto strings tremble slightly, detuned like regret echoing in a broken room. We walk the old stone path together, your shadow taller than your body, stretching ahead like it knows my future. Fall with me, you say in English so soft it cuts, and I do. Boku wa kage ni tokete yuku. Every lantern fades behind us one by one, as if the oil of erases my way back on purpose. Shrine doors open with the ground older than breath inside, incense twisting like black serpents and Tommy cold, air heavy with things unsaid. You near, hands together, chanting words older than pain. Yami o kare o namikome, consume him gently. Your voice is a blade, my fear bows to it. I kneel beside you. You smile, not alive, not dead, something between. Let go, you breathe. So I drop my name onto the wooden floor and watch it break. Surround lab salam sounds like a lover. 808's pulse beneath the earth, like the shrine has a heart again. You touch my chest, cold fingers, whistles sparked and whisper, Kurayume, open. The room swallows color, sound warps, memory bleeds out in black. I see us in every lifetime we ruined, clinging like two ghosts afraid of sunrise. Your face close to mine, eyes endless, stay, you breathe. Sato. And the void answers in my voice. Minutes stretch into centuries. I don't know if I'm kneeling, standing, or falling through the floor. Your silhouette multiplies. One becomes three, three becomes 1,000, each whispering my fears back at me. More mine in the dark. You were born for this. You never belonged to the light anyway. And I believe all of them, every version of you, every lie that feels like truth. Boku wa yami no kodomo da. I reach for your hand, but grab only smoke. Wind howls through cracked wood. Shrine bells ring themselves, calling spirits with no mercy. Yuktail grows stronger. Ochite, ochite, ochite. Each repetition pulls my consciousness lower. Lanterns come laxed into sparks. Tilils ripple like water. My breath fogs with shadows. Your voice drowns every thought. I whisper back, take me deeper. You smile with teeth like moon fragments. The world stops, ceiling gone, floor gone, only floating darkness. And you sit on the air like a god collapsing, hair drifting upward like drowned silk, eyes closed, chanting my fate. Your soul remembers me, you say without speaking. I am the echo you were born from. to deny it, but the void cracks open and inside it is your face. I fall again and again and again. 20 minutes in, I don't remember the sky. I don't remember my breath. I don't remember anything except your shadow kissing my shadow. You place your forehead against mine, soft like an apology, cruel like destiny. Erase your pain, you promise, then whisper by erasing you. I let you. Your chant softens to a hum. My body dissolves like ink in water. I feel your pulse in my ribs, my heart paint in your throat. We merge, not as lovers, not as enemies, but as two curses tangled too long. Koto strings bend like crying wind moans through the shrine's bones. Everything trembles except you. You whisper into my chest, and I nod, because I don't wanna go back anyway. The void folds around us like a giant bruised plum. Its breath tastes like Nintabak. Your voice is beyond and vineft. Ich sink silly, als of Pori in mind. Just for almost, and you were make some butts up pen and giver. You have my face, hot tattoos, corn and rules. Sleep, you come on, and I that close my eyes. Instead I'll go back, say everything. Jag ser mål flippers like your fire. Good, you came needs in the bark. I'm study, ending snail, but you complete. And a verdict in the softest, quietest. The drum hits low, like a heartbeat after death. Air feels heavy, like something unseen is breathing beside me. Yami ga yanderu. The darkness is calling. A voice behind my spine whispers, and my soul twitches. Through a black corridor lined with the bones of my past sins. Each one taps itself like it's trying to warm your laugh. The moon hides behind clouds like it's terrified of what I've become. Kimi wa mo ringen janai. Body to heal the human body. Maybe it's right. Maybe the void carved too much out of me. Shake the floor, but I don't feel the rhythm. I become it. Every kick sounds like my ribs cracking. Every snare feels like nails tapping my skull. I drift through cities with no lights. Shadows follow like starving wolves. Pain is currency, silence is poison, and I'm overdosing on balls. And we spiral down the void when a heartbeat survives and no name means anything. No chillo, lantern stares at me, but its smile doesn't match mine. It tilts its head and whispers, "Kokan shioka, shall we switch places?" Its fingers crawl out of the mirror, cold, wet, trembling with hunger. It grabs my wrist, pulling me toward a world that feels like drowning inside a heartbeat. The air tastes like metal, the ground bleeds light, and my name dissolves from my memory. Beat drops heavier, dark trap growl, distorted bass like a demon breathing. I hear chanting behind me, a crowd with no bodies, just voices vibrating through my spine. Let me fade into the spiral. Nothing but void, nothing but whispers, nothing but the trap beat pulsing like a dying star. I accept. I descend. Melts, space bends, everything becomes a smear of black and red. I walk through forests where trees whisper secrets about the things buried beneath them. Each one knows my name, the new name the void gave me. Shadows cling to my clothes like frightened children, but somehow I am the monster they're hiding from. The voice says, gentle and cruel. I smile. A shrine stands in the distance, broken, rotting, forgotten. Wind passes through the Tory gate like a dying sigh inside. Paper talismans hang torning, running like veins. Something ancient sleeps beneath them, breathing low, hungry. I kneel, not out of respect, but because the darkness feels like home. Yami yo, watashi o kanzen ni shite kure. Disappear. My shadow dissolves. My heartbeat fades like a candle drowning in its own wax. The void wraps itself around me, not violent, not gentle, just inevitable. No sky, no sound, no form, no future. Only black, only forever. 가제가 부터울 조금 샤이레나 코트 샤이나드 맥마이 My footsteps melt into the moss, as if the earth wants to swallow every memory I carry. The air taste of old incense and rain that never falls. The moon hangs crooked, like a pale blade watching over my sins. Deep in the forgotten pathway, I hear the rusted Koto string trembling, not played, but crying as if it remembers the last time sunlight touched it.
My shadow twists behind me, stretching thin like a dead tree limb, reaching for forgiveness. A cold wind brushes my neck, gentle as a lover, violent as a warning. Kami yo, yoru hirake, spirits, unfold the night. I bow my head, but the darkness bows deeper. Lanterns flicker without flame. I smell wet stone and old chants soaked into the walls. Thunder whispers not loud but close, like it's inside my lungs. The shrine gate leans toward me as if judging the weight of my regrets. I feel fingers made of smoke brushing my spine. I don't turn. Curiosity chains me. Fear crowns me. I kneel before the ancient altar. Its wood splintered like a cracked heartbeat. Dust dances like lost spirits twisting in slow circles. A bell rings, but the rope never moves. My pulse follows it, sinking to a rhythm I don't recognize. 808s rumble in my chest like a storm trapped in bone. The Koto cuts distort, sharp, trembling, home, perfect. Whispers crawl from the floor, sliding between the cracks like liquid shadows. They speak in broken Japanese, a dialect older than the soil beneath the temple. Kurayami wa anata o oikakete iru. I answer without thinking. Sordei. It's fine. The night folds inward. Time ripples like ink in cold water. My breath grows thin, not dying but transforming. I feel my name slipping from my tongue like a petal falling into a well. Torches ignite by themselves, casting long skeletal shadows across the stone. Each flame bends toward me as if smelling my intent. The air vibrates, a quiet hymn sung by unseen miles. With every hex hill, my vision darkens at the edges like the world is closing its eyes. Yureo, Michibiki, ghosts guide me, their voices echoing colors. Blue sorrow, red hunger, white longing. I step into the inner chamber. The walls pulse like living skin. Symbols carved centuries ago glow faintly, breathing like dormant hearts. A silhouette stands in the corner, kimono drifting like smoke underwater. Her face is hidden. Her presence is a cold mirror. When she lifts her hand, the whole room kneels. She whispers, Mayona, Saki wa fukai. Her voice mulls around my thoughts like silk dipped in poison. I walk toward her anyway. Every step feels heavier, as if gravity is made of sorrow. The shrine trembles, the air fractures, the world exhales. Suddenly the floor becomes water, dark, still, reflected. I see myself, but my reflection moves first. It bows. I don't. Its eyes glow faintly, a pale violet that feels familiar. My reflection whispers in English, welcome home. And for a moment, I believe it. The Koto strings scream, a discording slice through the silence. Shrine bells clash like metal bones. Wine whirls through the walls, though no door is open. Time fractures, space shivers. My heartbeat becomes a ritual drum, summoning something ancient. I close my eyes. Darkness pours over me like warm ink from a broken sky. Voices chant my name backwards. Ghostly hands cradle my shoulders. Gentle, claiming inevitable. I whisper the last offering. Yami-o, watashi o tabet. And the night smiles as it swallows my final breath. Kage, kage, itsumo koko ni. The heartbeat dissolves into endless
night exhales first, slow and heavy, like an ancient beast waking from centuries of sleep. Koya no koi, yoru ga hiraku. The wilderness speaks, the night unfolds. The air trembles, as if afraid to touch me. I step forward, and the shadows kneel, their heads bowed like disciples awaiting instruction. The ground beneath me beats like a second heart, soft, rhythmic, calling me deeper into its ribcage. The torii gate cracks open by itself, bleeding red moonlight. Koko kara wa kaeru koto wa dekinai. From here, there is no return. Tsuki no uchi, kami no yami. Mizu wa mae ni, kage wa ushiro ni. Moon's blood, God's darkness, water before me, shadow behind me. The ritual begins. The trees lean inward, their branches bending like arthritic arms reaching for warmth. Their bark whispers, each creak a prayer. Bring your heart, let it drown with ours. The wind doesn't blow, it circles me like a priest inspecting a sacrifice. Every gust smells like old incense and forgotten funerals. My fear walks beside me, wrapped in a kimono of black fire. My break becomes fog, fog becomes fingers, fingers become warnings that stroke the back of my neck. Yami o, watashi o nomu. The pitch black night swallows me whole. The sky hangs low like it wants to taste my name. Aki no kane, yurete, yurete. Tamashi o sasageyo. The autumn bell sways, shaking, shaking. Offer your soul. The deeper I walk, the more the shadows behave like animals, breathing, pacing, circling. The moon follows me like a curious predator. Each footstep sounds like a drum, calling spirits out of their cages. My spine chills as though someone invisible is tracing every vertebra with a cold fingertip. Darkness doesn't just follow, it learns me. It memorizes my face and is the weight of my silence, the trembling inside my ribs. I can feel it studying me like a monk studies scripture. Kimi wa mo watashi no mono da. You are already mine. Shizuka ni, fukaku, kokoro no kabe o kuzuse. Quietly, deeply, break the walls of your heart. Bells echo in patterns older than language. The shrine appears built from wood that looks like bone. Lanterns glow with blue fire, dancing like spirits fresh from the abyss. I kneel, and the floor post is beneath me, alive, breathing, hungry. My shadow stretches forward as if offering itself for sacrifice. My pulse becomes a drum, my breath becomes incense. My thoughts become paper waterspins, folding themselves into cursed origami. My lungs whisper smoke, my veins hum like temple strings. I am the offering, I am the altar, I am the pyre. Yobirasu, yobirasu, kage no seiyo, kono mi o tabeyo. Summon, summon. Spirits of shadow, devour this body. The room chills, the candles bend away from me as if bowing. A presence enters, not walking, not floating, but seeping through the cracks of reality. Its voice crawls up my spine like black silk. Don't run, it says, but my bones already know there is nowhere to run to. Thoughts crumble like wet paper, time melts like lacquer under flame. Space folds itself like origami, craters collapsing. I fall upward into a sky that behaves like water. I
I drown in air, I breathe in shadows, I exhale memories I never lived. クロスの窓、月夜の底、私を振り返らない場所へ。The window of the cross, the bottom of the moonlit night. Take me to the place I cannot return from. My voice fractures, turning into shards of echo. The void swallows each fragment like a starved animal tasting light. My name dissolves first, my breath second, my humanity last. Darkness wears me like a new robe. Yami no ue ni, yami no shita ni, yami no naka de umareta. I left darkness, beneath darkness, within darkness. We're gone. The shrine bows, the moon closes its eyes, the wind seals the gate behind me. I walk forward, footsteps silent, soul unbound, shadow crown. The night whispers. Night cracks open, and something old wakes up in my chest. A whisper spirals through my ribs, cold like a wet blade. The voice slips under my skin, like smoke looking for a home. I walk forward, the world turns grayscale, my shadow moves first. Moon hangs low, split in half like a dying eye. Every step echoes like it's falling through an empty house. My heart beats, but slower, as if time is dragging it back. Gokuna, yami o kike. Listen to the dark. And my a Koto twitches, one part, two blacks like bones clicking in cold weather. Melody bends, the tune is shivering with grief. I follow it like a moth chasing a black flame. The air gets heavier, my breath turns white. Something ancient walks beside me. There's a shrine made of memories I tried to bury. Broken Torii gate, paper talismans torn like crying eyes inside. No gods, just the echo of forgotten prayers. The floor tastes like dust and regret. I kneel. Hajime-yo, let's begin. My spine chills. 808s rumble under the earth like a creature rolling in its sleep. Trap drums hit like heartbeats that don't belong to me. Darkness licks my ankles, pulling me downward slowly, like it's savoring me. I try to breathe, the shadows breathe first. A pair of eyes flicker in the dark, red, soft, hungry. They blink out, then reappear behind me. I don't turn around, I already know they're mine from another timeline. 二つの自分、どちらが闇か Two selves. Which one is the darkness? A mirror cracks open in midair. My reflection steps out. It's smiling, I'm not. It whispers, breath like winter rain. Here they come alone, let's switch. Its hand reaches out, cold enough to burn. I take it. We walk together, two shadows sharing one heartbeat. Streetlights flicker as is bellowing in fear. fear. My voice becomes layered. One human, one void born. When I speak, echoes through my lifeblood from an open wound. The Koto melody shifts, sharper, faster, like teeth clicking. Wind bends, the sky dips. I stand in a circle, drawn by footsteps I don't remember taking. Whispers crawl across my back, nami come, sibete wo. Swallow it, swallow everything. Even the shadows pulse like they're alive. Rain falls without sound. Each drop lands like a memory I tried to forget. They soak through my hoodie down to my bone till I feel transparent. The world dissolves, one raindrop at a time. I'm not sure that I'm disappearing or finally being seen. Silence curls around me like an animal waiting to eat. My heart beats once, twice, stops, then continues, only because the dark commands it. I try to speak, the void speaks first. Damare, watashi ga utau. Night shadow crawls up my legs, wraps around my waist, whispers into my ears. It says my real name, the one I forgot when I learned how to survive. It pulls me into itself like a lover hungry for warmth. I let it, I fall, not fast, not slow, just endlessly. Wind bent to wed me like hands trying to guide me into a coffin made of night. The beat grows distant, then louder, then distant again, like it's breathing with me. I land on nothing, stand on silence, walk on darkness. My body glows faintly, cracks of red light peeking through broken skin. I'm not alive, I'm not dead, I am the in-between. Yoru no go ni naru. No sky, no ground, no fear. Just the pulse of a universe made of base and shadow. I breathe in nothing, I have tear everything. The void holds my hand like it's proud of me. Koto no Saka, slack traveling like the lost memories of a dying world. My pace fades as I whisper, watashi wa mou modoranai. For hours, for eternity. Yoru ni ojite, yoru ni ojite, falling into the night. I can feel the shadows breathing on my skin. Kimi no koe ga still calling me back, still haunting me.
Yeah, black rain on the window, low light dripping slow. I walk through the hallway of memories where every breath feels borrowed. Your silhouette stays carved in the corner of my broken room, like a yokai watching quietly, waiting for my heart to bloom. Kuro yume drifting deep, I hear your voice inside my sleep. Anata wa koko ni iru no.
Are you still here?
Yeah, I never left the place you keep. Tatami cold under my feet, chill wind crawling through the sheets. There's incense burning in my chest, smoke rising to the beat. I whisper secrets to the ceiling like it's the only one that listens. My soul is bleeding through the river, my tears glow like forbidden vision. Shadow claws on my shoulder blade, something in the dark that you made. Tsuki no shita, we fade under the moonlit serenade.
Tell me why your name still cuts like steel. Nazimada, why does it still feel real? Yoru no koe, calling me slow. Voices of the night pull me below. Take me into your yami no naka. Inside your dark, me dry.
cut the out. One by one like I in doubt, I hold your shadow in my mouth. Taste the silence, feel the drought. The city sleeps but I can't rest. My heart beat pounding through my chest. Your ghost drips down my spine like ink from a sacred crest. Yeah, I'm a tape. I tell myself to stop, but your memory's a poison drop, dripping slow into my veins, carving symbols in my pain. Black threads in my bloodstream, stitched tight to an old dream. Your echo hits like a guillotine, slicing through what I could have been. I walk in circles around my regret, footsteps heavy, heart still wet. Your kiss was a SHIN'YAMI duet, a deal my soul could never forget. Tokyo nights, neon scars, holding bright like falling stars. You pulled me close, you tore me far, let me trap behind shoji bars.
Fukai I wander slow. Your shadow dances where I go. My breath turns frost, my pulse turns low. I sink in memories made of snow. Guide me, hide me, yami needs a thunder. Break me, save me, kokoro batte. I can't escape, I don't wanna flee. Or your darkness feels like home to me.
Yeah, there's a shrine inside my chest, your name carved deeper than the rest. Offerings of tears I kept, for all the nights I never slept. I hear monks chanting far away, their voices cold like dawn of day. But I'm still locked where shadows play, inside the maze you made of gray. The Torii gate can left us slow, but I still call through like a ghost. Looking for the warmth you stole, holding on to what hurts most. 1,000 petals fall like rain, so much I stand with little drops of pain. Kurobata roam again, reminding me I can't escape your chain.
I hear you breathing in the walls, soft footsteps down empty halls. Your presence like a snowfall, soft but deadly when it falls. You call my name in fading tone, no. Even when I'm all alone, your whisper chills me to the bone. Night grows cold and my fears grow older. Your shadow sitting on my shoulder, pressing down, pressing slower. The darkness sings a gentle hymn, a lullaby carved into my skin. Don't be afraid, says from word, but fear is where we both began.
Every step forward pulls me back. Your memory is painted black. These wounds don't heal, they just react to every echo, every crack. I try to run, but shadows chase. They wear your voice, they wear your face. Koto no mouth, still hold your place, no matter how deep. Hands to reins, I walk through the midnight rain, listening to the world breathe pain. Kissing your eyes, watching from the lane, guiding me back to you again. The cigarette burns low in my hand, eyes falling like forgotten sand. I'll run that up, you understand how much I break to me. Your demand, baby, like a raised legit. Baby, that makes me dancing. Just to reduce my life. Back to the holiday. Got the voice. Come back. Come back. Come back.
You're the